What up, Fort Lauderdale? What the fuck was that? This is a stiff fucking crowd. Seriously, I feel like I'm in a fucking comatose clinic right now. So anybody here a South Florida native? Yeah. Hell yeah. I might as well be. I've been here over 14 years. And I gotta say, I've always considered South Florida to be Auschwitz territory. It's a breeding ground for Jews who are prepared to die. I'm Jewish, I can say that shit. Ironically, I'm also German, which makes me want to say that shit more. So anyway, give it up for your host, Terrell 2.0, aka this generation's Gary Coleman. Well, I'm glad I'm not the only old fuck in this room. Anybody here over 30 like myself? Hell yeah, you remember in the days that entertainment didn't fucking suck ass? Because yeah, nowadays, I don't know about y'all, I grew up in the 90s, diehard hip-hop fan, grew up listening to Wu-Tang, DMX, Pac, and all that shit. Nowadays, all the names sound dumb as fuck. Lil Baby's about the least creative fucking name I've ever heard. Even worse, Lil Dicky. I mean, seriously, what fucking dude prides himself and names himself after having a tiny dick? I swear, what next is there gonna be a fucking female artist that enters the game and names herself Barely A Cup? Or what about Magic Johnson? Is he gonna become an MC and named himself Infected TIP? But yeah, speaking of magic, do any of y'all find it ironic that a dude with an infected dick is named Magic Johnson? Yeah, his Johnson's magical, alright? Ask any bitch he fucks without a condom. Magically makes warts appear around the clit. That's almost as ironic as the fact that Jesus was a fucking carpenter and his fate was getting nailed to death. So yeah, I'm Jewish, as I said before. Somebody was informing me that the first ever Jewish people were actually black. So now I understand where the word jigga came from. So yeah, one good thing about nowadays, opposed to the 90s, at least the internet's easy as shit now. If a 12-year-old wants to get a boner, it's just a click of a fucking button. Remember back in the 90s at that age when it would take 20 minutes to see a fucking tit? And another 20 minutes to see the whole fucking package? Not to mention, at least when it buffers, now it's a silent buffer opposed to that shit back in the day. Remember, you'd hear that really annoying sound? Sounded like Smeagol from Lord of the Rings having a fucking seizure. Wow, nobody remembers that shit? Bunch of young fucks. So anyway, back to the 90s. Anybody here watch that new documentary, Leaving Neverland, about Michael Jackson?
Yes, I pooped my pants.
But yeah, as much as I feel bad for those kids he fucked, and as traumatized as they might be, I feel most bad for the little boys who met him back then and he didn't molest.
Why is
I mean, think about it, they must feel insecure as fuck. If you were that age, met MJ, and he didn't want to fuck you, obviously you're ugly as shit.
Poop?
So, was that the wrap it up signal?
No!
Yeah, that's the signal that my mom should have given my dad based on how this fucking set's going. Speaking of which, I did recently perform my first abortion. I was at the shooting range and misfired and shot a pregnant bitch in the stomach. Yeah, I felt so bad. She was sobbing, and I go over, I'm like, there, sweetie. I'll make it up to you. I promise to re-impregnate you next week. So, anyway, wow. I haven't heard this much silence since my last ejaculation. Mainly because I was fucking a bitch who was in a coma.
Did that dude just fart?
Hey, they're the only ones who never yell rape on me. So before I go, I'll ask a couple questions. What did Hitler ask the cashier at a Jewish bakery? How much does the challah
Hey,
cost?
dude, behind me, stop farting.
Well, nobody's eaten that fucking bread before. Alright, and my last one will be, what do what do Snoop Dogg and a Palestinian bitch have in common? Both of them are constantly getting stoned. So before anyone here tries to stone me, I'm gonna hand the mic back to your host. Thank y'all!